Apollo is known in Greek tradition as the god of light, arts and divination, and the son of the supreme god of the Greeks, Zeus. Apollo is the closest to the Greek ideal, always young, handsome, fearless in battle, intelligent and with outstanding artistic skills. He represents the highest level of spirituality that man can reach and is one of the most beautiful symbols of human ascension. The meaning of his name has evolved over time with the change of his attributes in the mentality of the Greeks, but the etymology remains unstable. For the archaic period, the name of the god seems to derive from the verb to destroy, or from the concept of order, having affinities with other similar gods from the area of ancient Mesopotamia. His Attic name, taken from the Doric form Apollon, comes close to the word Apella, which means sheep pen, being worshipped at the time by Greeks, nomads and sheep breeders as the protective god of shepherds and flocks. Due to his fundamental purpose, that of the prophet of Zeus, the myth presents Apollo as shepherding the congregations of people through wisdom and eloquence. For a better understanding of his importance in the Greek pantheon, the Greek philosopher Plato links his name to the meaning of the words apollysis and apollusis, meaning salvation and purification. Depending on his duties in various aspects of human and cosmic life, the god is given several names such as Apollo Alexikakos, the one who protects from evil, Argyrotoxos, the one with the silver bow, Apollo Pythios, the snake killer, Apollo Musigetes, the leader of the muses, Apollo Cytherade, the one who plays the lyre, or Apollo Phobos, the pure one. There are several variants of the myth of the birth of Apollo and his twin sister Artemis, but all ancient sources mention that their mother, Leto, goddess of motherhood and protector of babies, carrying the children of Zeus in her womb, is stalked by his future wife, Hera, who prevents her from giving birth. To avoid the vengeful Hera, Leto tries in vain to find a safe place to give birth to twins, and her sister, Asteria, transforms into a quail and throws herself into the sea. Poseidon, the brother of Zeus and god of the sea, decides to hide Asteria and turns her into a floating island named the Quail Island, or Ortygia. Leto seeks refuge on the island and promises that her son will raise it from the sea and build a temple in this place. The island accepts and offers her a cave as a shelter. Apollo is born on the 7th day after his twin sister Artemis and fulfills his mother's promise. He lifted the island out of the water by supporting it on 4 columns from the bottom of the sea, and Ortygia became a fixed island called Delos, in translation, the Bright One. Apollo immediately takes on a manly appearance and receives a bow and arrow from the god of fire, Hephaestus, to kill the serpent Python, sent by Hera to kill the goddess Leto. Thus he became the protector of his mother and, in a broad sense, of justice. The difficulty with which Apollo comes into the world symbolises the fact that perfection involves effort and struggle. Delphic mythology mentions as the residence of Apollo the land of the Hyperboreans, about whom Pindar says in the first Pythian ode that they were holy men who knew no old age, disease, worries or wars. In an adoration song dedicated to the god, it is said that at his birth Zeus offered him a swan-drawn chariot to take him to Delphi, but Apollo chose to go first to this enigmatic northern land, where he spent a whole year before going to Delphi with the coming of summer, bringing with him divine music and inspiration. As the god of music, the myths say that at his birth, the sacred swans sent by Zeus bypassed the island 7 times to pay homage to him, and in their memory, Apollo gave the 7 strings to the lyre, thus becoming the god with the lyre. His talent has aroused the envy of legendary singers such as the god Pan or the satyr Marsyas, whom he defeats in the competition. But about this music contest I will talk about in a future video. This was the story and myth of Apollo. If you want to add something, just leave a comment below. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe to the channel by hitting the notification bell to be notified when I add new videos on my channel. Yours truly, Mythos, the Historian.